Okay, yeah, I found the microphone. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath. Like I said, we were on like half hour later than usual because I was on the screen on the WWE Thunderdome, or Thunderdome, I mean. So I was on there, and it's like I guess it's like you mainly just like watching TV at home, mainly. But I guess the only problem that some people probably saying, but I don't know if a lot of people are saying this, but you have a guy like he lets you know what's going on and tells you we got a commercial break and or after that we'll be back and we're going to start the back show back up again and something like that. But it's like they trying to get you to like cheer or boo for you to like get seen. But I probably rarely got seen because like I was doing like the cheering and the booing and stuff like that. But like having somebody, well, I guess I shouldn't talk much because I do the traditional thing like with the cheering and the booing. I do it, but it's like if I like a wrestler, if I don't, if there's a wrestler that's like a heel, like I don't, and if I like that wrestler, I don't do anything. I just watch. If it's a wrestler that I like that's a face, I cheer. For like heels, I really just don't do anything just because because I don't hate them, but they got to get me, they got to say something for me to, to boo them. So like having somebody tell you where the cheer is at and let's hear the boos, let's see the boos and stuff like that. Part of me don't think that's because I know I used to like say this like long time ago, like how WWE works with like cheers and boos. So like it still does like apply like you get the boo like you boo the person that you know that you boo him, but if it's a fan that was just saying that like me, like that's one thing. But having like a like official WWE that's working with the Thunderdome, that's just BS. It is. It's like we know that y'all want trying to be like have the fans be traditional and cheer for the good guys, boo the bad guys. But it's like no matter how much you tell people about it, like who they should cheer for, who should they boo for, like some of them are not going to do it. But it seems like we have to do it just to like being seen. But like I wish that I had the opportunity to like be on the pay per view for a Hell in a Cell yesterday instead of being on here today. But being on the Thunderdome would be like one of the experiences I will never forget. And I don't know if God, I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. Um, you know, when dogs throw up and stuff like that, you have to clean it up, and I didn't want to look at it all night and be like, no, I have to do it. So yeah, but like for the overall experience for the Thunderdome, like if I graded like A through D or U, and sometimes Y, whatever, I would probably grade the Thunderdome probably a B. Like it's the same thing as like watching TV, but like if you get like better access or something like that, that's one thing. That would be better. But it's like you're watching the same things you watching as it on TV, but like a big old, I think it's like a 15 seconds delay that they had, because it's like it was all like going up ahead, because I did have Raw on TV, see if I can see myself, and I only saw myself like twice on there. But it was just one of those things that, like something, if this happens again for them to be like on the Thunderdome, they can, do a little better on that, just to, have like a more fan experience, because I know it's free, and I know they only going to do a certain amount because it would have, maybe cost them money and stuff like that. But that's why I only grade them a B, because I think they could have did a little bit better, like get them like the fan experience or something. That's just what I think. Like they could have given them a little better fan experience with this, but it's just like you're just watching at home, but you're just on the screen. So if y'all didn't get like what I graded it, I graded it a B for the Thunderdome. Like it was like all the matches were interesting to watch and stuff, but it was like maybe, I don't know if I was just like seriously tired or nothing, but it was maybe like about, I think it was the Riddle and McIntyre match that I was starting to fall asleep on, because you was thinking that Drew was automatically was going to win it, like he was going to get his shot back, but Riddle won. So there was like some big upsets that happened on Raw tonight, and like that was something new for the long first time in a long time that they actually like pushing certain people that's in the mid card and do something with them in the top card. So it's good to see that they're finally pushing people, like the upset with let's see, AJ Styles lost to Ricochet. Of course, I mentioned Riddle. Excuse me, Riddle had beat Drew McIntyre. You have Morrison beat Randy Orton, although like a little bit of interference and stuff like that. And Raw has one more spot left, and they declared next week that they're gonna do like a last chance triple threat match with AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre. Which I'm surprised nobody is like getting sick and tired of Drew McIntyre, because he's like starting to appear, getting more like starting to get to that stage like where some they got to get like title opportunities and stuff like that and Money in the Bank. So I know some people will get sick of it, but like even if like Drew McIntyre wins it, like he had to wait a while to lastly lose it. So maybe they got like some plan to like have like lastly like lose it to somebody, and suddenly Drew McIntyre cash it in and just win it back from whoever beats Lashley. But interesting enough, like we also found out on Raw that Bobby Lashley is going to be facing Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship, which is good. On the women's side of things, there were, let's see, I think it was about like two tag team matches for the women. You have, let's see, you have, trying to think, Naomi and Asuka. They went against, God, I can't even think. Oh yeah, they went against Eva Marie and Dumb Drop. They called Piper Niven Dumb Drop. Oh, Do Drop. Why? Like, that's probably one of the like few complaints that I have on tonight's Raw. That why would they do that to Piper Niven? Give her like a stupid name like that, and just let her, keep her name. Hey, Zoe, get away! I don't know what she was trying to grab. Yeah, but I think she was grabbing something. I should have thought of that. But anyway, like, why would they do that to Piper Niven? Just give her like a stupid name like that. It's like the name she had was fine. Although it's just she was wrestling with that name in the Indies, which I don't know because I'm not in Europe. Still, the name Piper Niven is fine. Why change it to Dumb Drop? I think it was another dumb Vince McMahon idea that probably came up. He probably came up with that. So I don't know what he was thinking. But even if Eva Marie and Piper Niven, I'm not calling her Doom Drop. Even if she came up with with the win tonight, I wouldn't even be upset. So that'd be something different for the women. But like we said, Naomi and Asuka did win, although it's kind of like seeing Asuka, trying to go for the briefcase again, like she did. I think it was last year. I believe it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year when they had to have it at the WWE headquarters. She won it, and she ended up being the champion because Becky Lynch went to go. Yeah, it was last year. Okay, but we already know like Asuka is not going to win it again, and you have Naomi. Like, although she had the SmackDown title, but she never had the Raw title, so this would be a good opportunity for her to win it because she never won the Money in the Bank briefcase. So this would be something different for her. And to win it. Also, they had another tag match for the women. It was Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler went against Alexa Bliss and a newfound gimmick for Nikki Cross. Her dressing as a like she's a superhero, like Mighty Molly or something like that. Um, I can't, but I'm glad that they pushing her, giving her this winning streak that she has right now. About to say, because like you need to do something with your women's wrestlers because it's like you have so many on Raw, but you don't have many on SmackDown because of you like firing people, firing them, and things like that. But it's just insane. But like I said, like next month, some of them will be like off of the 90-day calls, and you're gonna see some of them, debut in like in wherever wrestling event that is gonna be. Like Slammiversary, the pay per view, like you're gonna see like some debuts of some wrestlers that got fired from WWE, and it's gonna be crazy enough. And you don't know who's gonna show up on like that AEW or WWE decide, they want to bring somebody back. Like For instance, they heard that Aleister Black got like interest from AEW, but WWE might want to sign him back. So, and Selena Vega, they might want to sign back too. So this is just crazy. So like for the next few months, starting July, you're gonna see like a lot of surprises, and I think that's good for the wrestling companies. To throw in surprises like, okay, so and so is going here, so so is going there. So it's gonna be interesting to see like who goes where and like who's gonna appear and like see how they do on that wrestling federation. Also it's good for the indies too. So like they ain't in that WWE contract. Like these contracts with AEW and Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, like some Ring of Honor contracts, because some of them wrestle for Ring of Honor exclusively, and there are some that they're free to work with like anything else, like going to like wrestle for like indie fest or stuff like that. But like I said, it's good for indie fest too. So for like us in Wisconsin, like we already got like Chelsea Green, who she got fired with some of the lot that was fired like in April. That's gonna be like she's gonna be like at a show down here in August. So that's interesting. That's gonna be interesting. And like who knows like if like Fast is gonna sign like this person like to show back shows and things like that. So I think for like the next 6 months is gonna be interesting, like here in Wisconsin. For like indie wrestling. So it'll be interesting. You had Eugene was at ICW this past Friday. Couldn't go to that show. I had my reasons, so I'm just not going to say why. It's just one person there I just don't like. Just put it that way, and just going to leave it there. Um, let's see, and like, there's more stuff on there. Check out WrestlingFansSpeakout.weebly.com and look at meet and greets for like I think it's this month, next month, and first bit of August that you like see like meet and greet with like former WWE or current TNA, not TNA, but Impact or current Ring of Honor or current AEW wrestlers that could be on there. Speaking of wrestlers, indie wrestlers, Kai Hero did wrestle today. He was in the tag match in AEW on AEW Dark Revelation. I am gonna watch that after I'm done here, just to check it out because I keep forgetting that that it was on, and I was just like more worried about me being on the Thunderdome and see how that goes. So I was a little worried about that, and I didn't get the chance, to try watch it. But I'm gonna watch it as soon as I'm done and just see like probably just gonna skip like to his match and see how Kairo did. He was on there like a couple of weeks ago and he did good. But I guess we're just gonna see like they bringing him back again, so we'll see how he does. So it's a good thing for Wisconsin. You got somebody from the state that's wrestling in AEW and doing a little bit of things in Impact. Yeah, he was like security for an episode. I forgot which episode that was. It was like recently. So Kai Hero is going everywhere. So good for him. And I did see like the latest fanny pack that he has that they posted up for OVW. Zoe, knock it off. I apologize, guys. Zoe, you do it again. You're going in the cage. Now quiet. You gotta calm down, girl. Um, yeah. Most of this week, I'm watching my brother's dog. Her name is Zoe. I guess now she getting used to the house, so she just like being a diva as she always is, from what my brother said. But she's acting like a diva here too. Hey, what did I tell you? Knock it. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Knock it off. But anyways, I was talking about Kai Hero's fanny pack merchandise that they got for OEVW, where she does wrestle there, like when they have their shows like Thursdays. Um, it was a cool. Hey, yeah, I heard that. That's them downstairs trying to go in and out. Zoe, stop. But anyways, like the fanny pack is like I'm not big on the fanny pack, but I think this one was like looking pretty cool that they had for him. So might get one, but we'll see. But like back to Raw, like with this gimmick with Nikki Cross's have like I said, she was dressed like a superhero, but Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss did win the match. Zoe, sit down. Sit. Come on. Yes, y'all might get to see her. I could try to calm her down, so because she hearing people from the back like going in and out the door. But anyways, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss did beat Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler. So that was like most all these matches were a good match, but it's like that Drew McIntyre and Riddle I was like falling asleep on, and like they said, for the main event that happened for the first time in they said 23 years on Raw that they had a Hell in a Cell match. I'm trying to think what was the first Raw Hell in a Cell was. If y'all know, y'all chat with me on here. If y'all remember what match that was, like who was wrestling, I don't know if it was Undertaker versus Triple H or whoever the case would be, who wrestled Hell in a Cell that was on the Raw. Yep, there she is. You gonna fall. Now get back up here. Hold on, y'all. Now relax. But anyways, the main event was a Hell in a Cell match between Xavier Woods and Bobby Lashley. It was a little bit interesting, but it's like they didn't do that much like different things like they did with Friday's Hell in a Cell match. So if I had to rate like stop, if I had to rate like all four, like hell, what are they doing? But anyways, sorry about that. There she is. That's Zoe, everyone. She's only gonna be here till Wednesday. And she go back to my brother. But you're not going over there. But yeah, you see yourself? I know, yeah. God, sorry, I can't wait to move. But anyways, like it was a decent Hell in a Cell match. It couldn't be compared to Friday's Hell in a Cell, where they came out with some moves and some other stuff that they did. Well, it was like it wasn't much like being done for the Raw's like Hell in a Cell match. I don't know if this will get a good rating, especially like they pulling like with all these like upsets and stuff they did tonight. Hey, calm down. Well, yeah, overall with Raw, besides like that, that Hell in a Cell was okay, but it wasn't like great. All the other rest of the matches were very good. And although I did say like that Drew McIntyre and Riddle was kind of like a little bit of a bore, but it ended up being good as well. So just overall, Raw will I would say it would be like a B plus for Monday Night Raw. So it was something good to see, and like I said, talk about the experience with the Thunderdome. So something that I will never forget for being on the Thunderdome and seeing myself a few times. Um, let's see, money. No, not Money in the Bank. So that's gonna be like less than 4 weeks from Sunday, or 3 weeks from Sunday. Um, just make sure I wasn't on the remote. But anyways, last night's Hell in a Cell pay per view. As y'all, if y'all saw this past Friday, that they moved like the Universal Championship Hell in a Cell match, they moved it to this past Friday with Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns. So that was an awesome match. So so SmackDown did good on this one, and like I said, even if it was on the pay per view, it still did good for what it was. So I think I think like I was shocked when they announced that they was going to have that match, but like just overall, it was good. But just thought they would have saved it for the pay per view. But I can understand why they did it. To replace that match, they had a women's Hell in a Cell match for the SmackDown Women's title. Um, so let's talk about the results of Hell in a Cell pay per view. The pre show was Natalia versus Mandy. Natalia won. They kicked off with the SmackDown Women's Hell in a Cell match. Bianca Belair and Bailey. I'm sorry, but Bianca Belair won that one. I'm trying to think what other matches happened. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn won. Uh, let's see. It was another match. Seth Rollins and Cesaro. Like those two matches were like just added in like the last minute. Um, trying to think. Yeah, Seth Rollins won that match. Um, Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. Charlotte won by disqualification by Rhea Ripley. She ended up disqualifying herself. And as they show on Raw too, that they're actually gonna give Charlotte a rematch. Which supposed to happen at Money in the Bank, but they did something that's saying that why not wait or do it tonight or something like that. Oh no, I might have misheard it or something, but that part was just kind of weird. So Charlotte gonna end up having a rematch, but we just don't know if it's gonna be Money in the Bank pay per view or like upcoming Raw. So we don't know yet. I'm trying to think what else. Of course, Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Um, it was a great match till the very end of that pay per view. where you have you're not going over there. Oh crap. Like you end a match with that magnitude with a roll up. Yeah, Bobby Lashley rolling up Drew McIntyre and holding the tights. So how crazy was that? Probably would have been like MVP, like saying like this is BS. But yeah, crazy enough. I'm trying to think. Was there like another match in the pay per view? Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler. That was another match that was happened. Alexa Bliss did win, although Nia Jax and Reginald were like outside the ring. Sorry, I so don't know what Bliss is the winner. I think because I said Alexa and she probably answered, so that's crazy. But hold on a second. Alexa, who won Hell in a Cell 2013 pay per views? I don't have an answer for that. Thought she would know. She's supposed to know everything, but I guess not. But anyways, hey Samuel, do you like wrestling? No one knows the answer to that. Just have to throw a little fun on here. But anyway, yeah, Alexa Bliss won, and as you saw, like earlier tonight, that that seems like that feud is now over. We'll see how that goes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's there to talk about. I know we're going to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. So on their victory this past Saturday, we will talk about that in a minute. But I'm just going to see if there's any like news. But like the news, I can say that it is a possibility that Survivor Series could be heading to Brooklyn. So interesting enough that they mentioned that it would be The Rock's 25th anniversary debut from being Survivor Series for from when he debuted in 1996. So it'll be the 25th anniversary of that. So that be they. It seems like they're trying their best and like maybe have The Rock come in and just make an appearance or something. I don't know if he's gonna challenge Roman Reigns for next year's WrestleMania or wherever the case may be. We don't know, but yeah, just trying to see where she was going. So that would be interesting to see, like, if they do go to Brooklyn. I'm gonna try. Like I said, I'm gonna try the funds at the time. So right now, I'm saving up. That's what I'm trying to do. That because I'm trying not to like get like spoilers on certain things. So WWE superstar expecting another child with wife. I think we already know this is Kofi Kingston. So maybe it's Mustafa Ali and his wife are expecting another child in December of this year. I guess he took the tour today and announced her pregnancy. So that's funny that they have on here. I guess they said, "What's the first thing you're going to do when you get home?" That's funny. But let's go back to. You like being in the video, huh? You're not getting. No, you're not going over there. Yeah, you shouldn't. Take you outside one day and probably just brush you. Uh, sorry, I gotta do it like this. Was in the match and he won the match against who it was. So kind of missed that. There's really ain't much, for Hell in Cell, the pre-show. So there was a problem with that. Like a lot of people couldn't watch it. So I thought it was happening to me or whatever, but it was everywhere else too. So that's a good thing. But of course, SmackDown probably gonna have their, Money in the qualifying match. So it seems like this year is gonna be like 4 Raw stars and 4 SmackDown stars on both the men and women. So interesting there. And it seems like this game is almost over. It's like the Brewers are gonna lose again. But they could have had, a game ahead lead on the division, unless something changed. But we'll see. Let's get back to the Bucks. They they eliminated the Brooklyn Nets, so I know that's a total shocker. I was kind of shocked too because when it was looking like 5 minutes left into the game, it looked like Brooklyn did have like a 4 point lead. I'm thinking like, well, it's 5 minutes left, so what's going to happen? So, like, I still had big hope, but like, little part of me just said like it's not going to happen. But yeah, they like Giannis had done everything, and of course, Drew Holiday and Milton wasn't doing good and shooting for the first half, but the fourth quarter they stepped up and scored a couple of points when it was needed, when it counted. So that happened, and they was teasing like Drew Holiday like being a another Eric Bledsoe from from how he was playing. Like had to Zoe get away from there, having like having this like he's ended up becoming Eric Bledsoe, like can't show up in the playoffs but have good defense. So like I said, like Drew Holiday ended up making some points when it counted in the fourth quarter. So did Chris Middleton, and Chris Middleton had hit the go ahead shot to kind of win the game, but KD was trying to like hit a three before the game for the overtime game and ended up missing. And I guess when they inbound, the game was over. Brook Lopez did get fouled and took like 2 free throws. That was kind of like an exclamation point for them to, end the game. But yep, the Bucks did it. So they beat the juggernaut of the Brooklyn Nets. But yeah, the team that everybody was favoring to win the whole thing, which I don't know. Part of me just thinking like this year could be like the Bucks year, and I still believe that. Although they are in the Eastern Conference Finals, but they still got Atlanta to get through, so their job ain't done yet. Yeah, Atlanta ended up being Philly in a shocker last night in Game 7. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some of the fur off of me. But yeah, so it'll be Milwaukee versus Atlanta, and with Milwaukee having the home court advantage throughout the series. So game 1 will be at the Fiserv Forum in downtown Milwaukee here on Wednesday. I will be down there. Let's see, game 2 will be on Friday. Then game 3 will be in Atlanta, which will be, I think, is it I think Sunday. Yeah, I believe it's Sunday. Uh, Tuesday game 4. Hold on, let me find my phone because I think they finally, put the schedule up right now. Get up one, Sleepy. Okay, never mind. You can sit. Come on, you can lay back down. Let me go on the Bucks app. Just look on the Bucks app just to make sure. What do I have to enter this again? Schedule. Okay, yeah, finally up there. So, of course, Wednesday the 23rd at 7:30, it will be here in Milwaukee. I will be down there for game one. Um, Friday, game two, 7:30 on Friday. On Friday, I won't be down there because I'm doing a rummage sale. So, if anybody interested, that's in like the Mount Pleasant racing area. Um, will be like selling some stuff at the rummage sale, and there possibly a championship belt that I will be selling too. So, y'all in the Milwaukee area, just look for it. You can go to my wife's Hazel's page and check it out because she does got the flyer on her page. Look for it. Like I can't remember the full address of it, but just look for it. Yeah, Sunday 7:30 there in Atlanta. Um, Tuesday the 29th there in Atlanta. Thursday for game five, they will be back here in Milwaukee, which is 7:30. Saturday the 3rd, July 3rd will be 7:30 p.m. too. They'll be in Atlanta. Then if it goes to game seven, which I probably will go to if there's game seven, I will be going down there to the Fires of Foreman and watch that game. So 7:30 p.m. on Monday the 5th. But I may go to game five too, like if there is a game five. So probably be down there a lot for the next couple of weeks. If it's possible that it's probably going to happen on the 5th, if it's going to happen, um, WFSO Aftermath for that day will be pre-recorded and it won't be live. So just letting y'all, giving y'all the heads up in case it might happen. So like it's the NBA, we don't know. But I think everybody got their hopes like with thinking Milwaukee will win, which I believe that they can win, but I don't know how many games it's going to take. So I'm not going to say like Bucks in six or something like that. I said that with Miami, they ended up winning in four. Um, I had agreed with one of the TNT analysts, Kenny Smith. He said in seven, but it will be he picked the Nets though. I picked the Bucks in seven. So I guess I was kind of right on there. I think this time I'm not going to pick because this is the second time in 3 years that the Bucks have been in the Eastern Conference Finals. So hopefully this time basketball guys will answer and luck will be on their side. But this is like a Atlanta team that shock everybody. Just like how Miami shocked everybody in the bubble last year. But as somebody had mentioned that now we can tell like what's difference between people in the bubble and what's going on now. So I guess we can tell the difference on that with certain NBA teams. But I say the Bucks will win this series, but I know there's people that got them in four games. I think you think it'll go to game seven, right? Well, just hopefully it don't come to that. But I think I'll agree with her. Just say like Bucks and six, and they'll make it to the. But it would be cool if they do it here, like Game Seven. They'll do it here, and they win it, and they celebrate being the Eastern Conference champions for the first time in a long time. Ever since, because the last time they went to the NBA Finals was in 1974. Like they've been to like Eastern Conference Finals like a couple of times in the 80s and stuff, but they didn't win it. So yeah, and plus, like in history, like somebody I don't know, I think it was one of the Bucks players that mentioned that when it came to the Game Seven series, they were I think it was 0 for 7. They had never won the Game Seven in the playoffs. The last time they went to the Game Seven and won was the 2001 semifinals when they went against Charlotte. So that was the last one they won, and like all the other times they were, they didn't get the luck, but they did get the luck this past Saturday. So that's good for them. But I hope they do bring the championship. I think like although like the teams that's in the playoffs right now is like Atlanta didn't win it since 1958, but they was in St. Louis when that happened. And of course the Los Angeles Clippers never won a championship. And also Phoenix Suns, they said never won a championship too, but they had a chance to go to the NBA Finals, and I think it was '93 when they went against Chicago. So yeah, this would be interesting. Like we're guaranteed going to have like a new NBA champion. Like we was guaranteed that when the Lakers was gone from the first round. Right, which is a good thing. That is true. I just hope he don't blame me. But anyways, y'all also comment on here like let me know what y'all think. If y'all think like the Bucks gonna take it or a different team, like maybe Atlanta will take it or Phoenix will take it. Phoenix did win game one of their series against the Clippers. And they play tomorrow. But before that, it will be the NBA draft. But I think I'm gonna do something good on that. I think I'm gonna be live for the NBA draft when they show it at 7:30 our time. Well, 7:30 Milwaukee time. I know the Bucks got they only got like a first round. I think they only got a first round pick in this year's yeah, they got a first I think they only got a first round pick for this year's draft. And who knows, they may trade it or whatever the case going on, but we saw what Boston did with Oklahoma, like traded their draft picks. It was a trade for Kimball Walker and some draft picks to Oklahoma for Al Horford, and they got some center. I think he was a rookie last this season, like a 7 footer. I can't remember his name. I know his last name was Brown, and a couple more second round draft pick that they gave Boston. So I guess like you can do trades now as long as it's with a draft pick. So interesting enough. Like I think the teams that's like not in the playoffs or like out of the season can only make trades, but every other team that's like in the playoffs now, they can't make any trades or anything until they're eliminated or when the playoffs is over. But yeah, like I said, I will probably be live tomorrow watching the NBA draft with you guys and seeing how it goes and see who gets number one and that. So Minnesota might get number one again. Who knows? And I know that there's going to be some people that probably mad at Minnesota gets again, like you again, like they did with Cleveland, like this past decade, end up getting like two number one picks in a close to each other in a decade. I think they got three number one picks in a decade. I think was it 2011 draft? They think when they drafted Kyrie. Um, let's see, 2014. I think it's 2013 when they drafted Anthony Bennett. Then 2014 when they, although they did, traded their draft pick, although they couldn't trade Andrew Wiggins until 30 days. So they traded him for Kevin Love, and Minnesota ended up getting Andrew Wiggins. So yeah, interesting enough. So just hopefully Minnesota don't go on that boat, and hopefully like next season they get their stuff together and do something great. Like they got like they got talented players, but I guess it's just trying to work that in together and have like a defensive or offensive scheme that it could work for everybody. Well, hopefully they. I don't know. I think they fired their coach, but we'll talk about more about that tomorrow. But like I said, we will be live right on 7:30 on the dot, just talking about the NBA draft. So we can know that. But I'm gonna end this show here. Thank you guys for liking this video because I see a like on here already. Thank you for that. Like this video, it will spread the word of this channel and also the shows that I do. So it shows if I do good with the shows or not. Um, let's see, we're at 149 subscribers, so we're trying to get to 150. So hopefully we get there very soon. We're doing the giveaway for like when we get to 150 subscribers. All you gotta do is subscribe. If you already subscribed, good, you're halfway there. For those that already subscribed, all they gotta do is comment on this video and other future videos to enter in the giveaway. So yeah, they get an Iron Hammer Fungo Pop for the person, mainly like whoever's comments the most. So oh. Oh, that's funny. Talk about the Brewers game. But anyways, like the more you comment, the bigger better chance you get to win the Iron Hammer Funko Pop. We do got other prizes coming up for the when we get to 200 subscribers. Hopefully we get there too, maybe sooner than later, because we do got more prizes to give away. So don't forget about that. And I guess thank you guys for watching. I don't think there's anything going on Monday, so I'll most likely will be on here back on our regular time for WFSO Aftermath, and I probably will be starting to be back on Twitch. So I'm taking a little bit of break from Twitch, but probably gonna be back on there next week. But thank you guys for watching, and hopefully y'all continue watching. Until the next video, and thank you guys for watching. For some of y'all that watch this channel, well, watch this show. We'll see y'all next week. For others, you'll see me in days to come with like other videos and stuff like that. So we post like almost every day for videos. So just look out for them. Goodbye, everybody.